As I said, I promised a video. This is filmed straight after the one I've just filmed as well, but I just didn't upload it because I thought take a couple of days out. As you probably hear in the background, I am listening to the band I'm going to be talking about. If you can't hear it, it's because it is pretty quiet. But I'm listening to Jumpsuit by 21 Pilots. 21 Pilots are back, as you know. I'm going to give you a brief theory in why they were away and what went on in this 1 year. So basically, it all started, 21 Pilots, they disappeared. The Blurryface era ended. 21 Pilots faded away with their Twitter thing of the eye closing, which everyone saw. Everyone knows that the eye closed on Twitter and everything changed to a black line or the word silence to symbolise the hiatus, and each eye had a quote from 21 Pilots. Like the first one is, "You'll have to come and find me." "You'll have to come and find me" symbolises the website that we founded, demon.org, the click we found it as, and we saw the picture of Clancy and the Clancy letter, which became the story. It kind of gave us a theory of what we're going to see in the future, and then we saw like failed perimeter escape, which is, if you're a 21 Pilots fan, you know FPE, viewed, proud and emotional, but they changed it to failed perimeter escape, which was a way of introducing Dema as well, because they put Dema Council. We didn't know what Dema was, but then we saw the Tower of Silence, the diagram of the Tower of Silence, and Blurryface's logo in the middle, with the all nine bishops in the middle of the Tower of Silence, which scheduled where Tyler was buried, where Tyler Joseph was. But then throughout the 1 year, we were getting like little snippets of like little pictures that were released, and each one symbolised the eye closing. So I think there was 7. I do believe there was 7, and each time when the eye closed, we were introduced to something new, and we were given something new. So like we saw like a lot of vultures on a cliffside, or on the Tower of Silence, sorry. We saw updates from Clancy of talking about this player's Dema, and talking how everyone is so brainwashed and everyone is not controlled by something, and how everyone falls under pressure in this era at the moment. Or is Tyler? I always used to speculate that it was Tyler's own personal demons, and he was writing from Clancy. Tyler is Clancy, I do believe, and I think that is true. I am not sure, but I hope he is, and we get to hear a lot of Clancy as well. Sorry, you can see my dog in the background right there as well. It's distracting me as well. But that's why. Sorry, I'm just turning my TV down. But then when we were introduced to all the, it was like Truce. We saw things from Truce, and we saw right at the end, and now I just sit in silence, which was Car Radio. And Car Radio is very symbolised as well of being kind of to break silence, or just to sit in silence as the thing. And now I just sit in silence, kind of obvious. But and now I just sit in silence is really symbolising that 21 Pilots just disappeared, really. And by the 7th, they didn't really. I just saw at the start of Jumpsuit, Tyler just said, "We've been here the whole time. You've been asleep," which really gets the fans of 21 Pilots really annoyed, because we've been here for the entire year, releasing theories of what is going on and what is then we're going to see. Hopefully 21 Pilots, and then we kept getting all these things of like little rumours and little fan theories. None of them were right. minus the ones we knew already. So we found out what Dima was, we found out who Clancy was, we found out a bit of Clancy's story. We found out the slogan, which is in Nico and the Niners, East is Up. We found that through the letters, and we found that through the thing, I think it said, get out, they do not control you. I think that's what it says. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. But I'm going to go through my theory of what I think went on. I believe this website was done for Tyler's own personal demons. And he created this storyline to really build up and tell us the story of what was going on inside his mind after Blurryface took over. Because as you know, Blurryface was a career changer for 21 Pilots. Don't get me wrong, Vessel did absolutely amazing. Vessel did absolutely fantastic. But when like songs Ride, when Ride, unless it's 21 Pilots, when Ride, Stressed Out, Heavy Dirty Soul, Fairly Local, Tearing My Heart, all came out, and then we heard the album in 2015. The click just exploded, and 21 Pilots became one of the biggest bands in the world. And it is amazing to find out that 21 Pilots are one of the biggest bands in the world, and there's just two of them. They are doing pretty well for themselves. But not any 21 Pilots fan will know, like, Tyler's always suffered with his demons. Everyone knows that. Josh, maybe not, but Josh is always there to help Tyler. And Tyler's still not broken his silence on social media. So we believe that Jumpsuit Tyler has just been kidnapped by Blurryface again, as you saw at the end of the thing of Blurryface or the Bishop. People speculated it was Blurryface, people speculated it was a Bishop. But we saw at the end of the thing, the Bishop or Blurryface holding Tyler's leg, with Tyler got the flowers over him. So Tyler's been captured again. So that's why we are thinking now that Josh is now going to help Tyler escape. And as we saw in the thing, Jenna was in the music video as well, stood next to Josh. So we do believe now that the people on the cliffs were some of Tyler's friends. You never know, we might have seen a Brendan Urie or Patrick Stump or Pete Wentz. You never know. But you'd kind of expect it though. It's fueled by ramen fear. But I can't remember what I was going to say now, but I got distracted. Yeah, as I was going to say that Tyler's Demons have like kind of even started when the self-titled album came out. Tyler always used to talk about like this voice or this depression or his life, to tell it through a story, through his words. Because he says in an interview, it was never going to come to him academically. It was always going to come through sports or music, and he found his solace in music. And Tyler is pretty talented at writing words and writing his raps. Writing, like, Forrest had a really, really good verse. You had Fake You Out, you had Stressed Out, you had Heavy Dirty Soul, Guns for Hands, which had a lot of message behind him, and Tyler's trying to get this message towards us. Maybe Trench will tell this message to like help Tyler, but the Click has just discovered a new website as well, 21pilots.me, 21pilots.me. And a couple of days ago we saw a yellow screen when you went on the website, and it had help Tyler written at the bottom. A couple of hours later, it was changed to a load of codes, changed to a load of numbers. So, and now if you click on it now, it'll just come up with a failed perimeter escape. I do believe that now, with it saying failed perimeter escape, is now just symbolising that Tyler's failed to escape the Bishop or failed to escape Blurryface. Which now we've seen Jumpsuit and people have analysed the music video, people have analysed the lyrics. We can now understand what's going on, and we can now understand what's going to happen in the future of 21 Pilots and what we're going to see maybe pushed forward towards us, not towards like them. It's like some of the song titles, Clancy's Escape, I hope we see a music video for that, because it's gonna be, I think it'll be a bit like Jumpsuit. It's gonna tell us the story, but all I know is Trench is gonna tell us the story of the hiatus and what went on inside Clancy's mind and what went on with the letters. And when we see that and when we listen to it, we're gonna given this feeling of, so this is what went on in Tyler's mind, or this is what went on in Clancy's world of Dima and how he wanted to escape. So hopefully we get to see, and then even visualize if we have to, what they want us to see, and see if our theories were right. If you want any more on this, I suggest watching StolenPotential or Gingersheep or Mr. Taco Bell. They are 3 of the best YouTubers for the hiatus. I'll try and link their channels in the description. If not, I'm sorry. But if you do get a chance, you need to go watch them, and then just watch through their hiatus, because they are really, really good, and they give you better than what I can. I'll just give you my theories really and what went on, and I hope what happens as well. But all I know is we're going to see a new 21 Pilots. We're going to see a new theme of a storyline, or how Tyler became back and how he came back, and how apparently they've been here the whole time. They haven't. Tyler, break your silence, and then we might believe you. But it's going to be good to see it. Either way, go check out the 3 YouTubers. I'm going to link them down below if I can. If I can't, I'm sorry. But if you want any more on this, just go watch them. If you want to know any more about the hiatus or the eyes, there's YouTubers, or they will tell you. Because I'm not very good at it. I give my theories, and I did follow the hiatus for a very, very long time, and it was good to see like the theories and what we were coming up with as the clique, and I hope that they can bring this live atmosphere to the story and how they're going to do it live, because I know they're going to North America, so actually it's going to be good. So if they're doing festivals, it'll be filmed, and Tyler can then display what he wants to do it. So it's going to be good to see this in like lyrics or visuals, or just even general being part of 21 Pilots and being part of their world, and now being dragged into Dima, and then us visualising what hellhole went on. But that's all I can say. Remember, I'm going to link the channels down below if you want to go see more about Hiatus. But I'll see you soon.